You are listening to the story of Manga Explained 2, where your Ike will always be respected. Hope you enjoy listening to the story. Summary. An official spoke with excitement. Haha, that Shen Lang is in huge trouble this time. Even if he doesn't die, he'll be skinned alive. Serves him right. Let's have a big drink to celebrate. No matter how much His Majesty favors him, he still has to compensate Marquis Zhang Yao and the Great Yan Empire. He messed with the wrong people. Ha ha ha. Yan Wuji, a close aide of Chu Ron, slowly began to speak. His calm voice silenced the entire room. The monarch has yet to thank Shen Lang. The official's jaw dropped in disbelief. What? Thank him? That guy just smashed Zhang Shish's face in, and you're saying we should thank him? Thank him for what? Yan Wuji nodded slightly, his expression serious. That's right. Although he cheated during the duel, that kick was a kick of historical significance. Historical? My foot, the official retorted, his eyes wide. He kicked her in the stomach, broke her nose, and turned the empire's most beautiful fairy into a pig. How is that historical? Yan Wuji clasped his hands, continuing in a solemn tone while seemingly trying to suppress a laugh. First, he was avenging his wife, Jin Milan, who was once tormented by Zhang Shishi. But there's a second reason. He paused, took a sip of tea, and his voice deepened. That kick to her lower abdomen was meant to shatter Zhang Shishi's symbolic chastity. He didn't just kick her, he crushed her marriage market value. With one move, he made her lose her beauty and made the son of the Prince of Wu want nothing to do with her. So, who benefits the most from this? His Majesty, of course. The official was stunned into silence, the realization dawning on him. Chen Zhuoyan, who had been quiet until now, gave a slight nod. His voice was like a whisper, but every word sent a chill down their spines. Zhang Shishi is the daughter of a court official of the Yu Kingdom. His Majesty never wanted her to marry the son of the Prince of Wu, but the two of them were inseparable, having fallen in love at first sight. His Majesty couldn't openly intervene until Shen Lang appeared. One kick solved everything, perfectly aligning with His Majesty's wishes. Shen Lang truly understands the hearts of men. He did exactly what the monarch wanted, and he even took the blame for it. In his heart, His Majesty must be incredibly grateful. How could he possibly punish him? The official, now fully understanding the profound subtlety of Shen Lang's actions, was utterly shocked. He thought to himself, so that's how it was. No wonder when Zhang Shishi came to the Yu Kingdom to meet the son of the Prince of Wu, it was a demonstration of the Zhang family stance. Even if the Zhang family were to ally with the royal family of the Great Yan Empire, they would remain absolutely loyal to the Yu Kingdom and His Majesty. But the monarch never wanted his own official to have a marital tie with the highest echelons of the Great Yan Empire. He then voiced his question, so, did His Majesty tell Shen Lang this beforehand? Yan Wuji replied, there was no need. Shen Lang is exceptionally intelligent. Without a single word, not even a glance, he understood exactly what His Majesty was thinking. The monarch considers him a confidant, how could they lack such a perfect understanding? A shiver ran down the official's spine. He slumped into his chair, stunned, and muttered, Shen Lang is truly a monster. In fact, it wasn't just good news from Shen Lang that Ning Yuanxian received. He also received good news from the Great Yan Empire. In the royal study, Li Jun presented a letter to His Majesty. Your Majesty, it is a letter from Prince Lion of the Great Yan Empire. Ning Yuanxian opened it and read, a flicker of curiosity in his mind. Could there be progress in Yanner's matter? Prince Lion has always been at odds with the Prince of Wu. Could it be that Shen Lang beating up Zhang Shishi has pleased him? After reading, Ning Yuanxian realized, so, it was because of Ning Han. The letter stated that regarding Ning Yan's affair, even Yun Mengzi had exhausted all efforts to no avail. Yet, Princess Ning Han had only to write a single letter, and Prince Lion immediately took the initiative to annul the engagement between his son and Ning Yan. He returned the marriage certificate and the betrothal gifts, and he even added countless rare and precious presents. Prince Lion's messenger said the fault lay with his son. Ning Yan was pure and had done nothing wrong. He wished to adopt Ning Yan as his goddaughter and bestow upon her a generous dowry for her to remarry. The monarch was immensely satisfied, thinking, Ning Han's influence is truly great. But as a father, they am both happy and troubled. Although Ning Yan is free, can she ever marry again? She and Shen Lang have been together more than once, and were even caught in the act. And that scoundrel Shen Lang is used to being a live-in son-in-law. He has no intention of marrying Ning Yan, nor does he want to become the prince consort of the Yu Kingdom. If I let Ning Yan go, it won't be 3 days before those two are tumbling in bed together again. Am I to stand by and watch my own princess live in such a clandestine way? The more the monarch thought, the more bitter he became. I really want to castrate that brat Shenling and throw him into the palace as a eunuch, he muttered. Then there would be peace in the world. Hearing this, Eunuch Li screamed internally. Please don't, Your Majesty. If you do that, we'll never have another day of peace. After a moment of deliberation, the monarch ordered, release Ningyan. If she wants to sneak around with Shenling, then let her. I can't control it. And I can't be bothered to anymore. Yes, Your Majesty, Li Jun replied. As expected, upon her release, Ningyan didn't go to the palace to offer her thanks but ran straight to find Shenling. Carrying 2 jugs of wine, she skipped along and called out, Shenling, drink with me. I want to drink. Shenling came out to greet her. All right, let's sit and drink together. After 3 rounds, Ningyan's face was flushed. She rested her chin on her hands and gazed at Shenling with a lovesick expression. Shenling felt a little flustered. What are you looking at? Without a word, she lunged forward and threw her arms around Shenling, who was caught completely off guard. And what was bound to happen, happened. Ningyan pushed Shenling onto the bed. What occurred next is known to all. The room was soon filled with soft, melodious moans. Half an hour later, after a passionate session, they lay panting and drenched in sweat, holding each other without a scrap of clothing between them. Shenling spoke in a bewildered tone. Didn't we agree to be brothers? Why did you? Ningyan replied. I don't want to be your brother anymore. I want to be your woman. Shenling, she continued, I love you. Let me be your woman, please. Shenling shuddered, thinking, damn it, are these words that Princess Ningyan should be saying? He stammered, but I probably can't marry you. How about we're brothers by day and sleep together by night. Bah, you're as cunning as they come. He thought of himself. Shenling's shamelessness knew no bounds. Hearing this, Ningyan shouted, I don't need any brother. I just want to be your woman. I want to be with you every day. I want to have your children. I want to move in with you and never leave your side for the rest of my life. Whether you agree or not, you have to agree. It's decided. Don't say another word. Let's continue. Shenling's face turned pale. More. I can't take it anymore. Help me, help me. And so, the two continued with a vigorous second round, a true testament to Shenling's stamina. Meanwhile, outside the Marquise's residence, Jin Newlin had returned after a long time away. She had bathed and dressed up before coming to find Shenling, her heart filled with anticipation. I finally get to see my husband, she thought. I heard he dueled with Jom Shishi for my sake. I wonder if he was injured. These past months, she had missed Shenling desperately. After Chu Yaoer and Binger became pregnant, she, the main wife, had shown no signs of pregnancy. She had gone to the Sky Sea Pavilion, where there were countless famous masters, including specialists in treating infertility. While recuperating and practicing her martial arts, she was finally told her body had made a perfect recovery. However, she noticed that Zhang Yuyan, who was once so close to her, had suddenly become cold and distant. The wives of the Sword King and the warrior Tang Yan had also been forced to leave the Sky Sea Pavilion. She was shocked speechless for a few seconds upon seeing them, her mind in a daze. No wonder the world calls them the twin pearls of the East and West. In terms of pure beauty, no one could surpass Zhang Shishi and Jin Newlin, two rare and peerless beauties. She's breathtakingly beautiful. My goodness, she thought. As soon as she saw Shubin, Jin Newlin asked impatiently, Shubin, where is my husband? Zhao Bing, startled and guilty, answered nervously, my lady, the young master is in his room, resting. Why don't you rest for a bit as well? I will go and inform him. Newlin replied cheerfully, no, I want to give him a surprise. Where is his room? Zhao Bing's face turned pale with fear, knowing that disaster was about to strike. It's over, Shenling. You're done for. But she didn't dare to hide the truth and pointed towards a nearby room, her body trembling. Without hesitation, Newlin joyfully ran forward. Husband, I'm here. I want to have your children. But in a cruel twist of fate, just as she reached Shenling's door, she heard a woman's voice from inside the room. Shenling, I want to have your children. Jin Newlin's body trembled with anger, but she remained rooted to the spot. Right, it seems I've come at the wrong time. She then covered her face, burst into tears and ran away. She didn't even bother with a confrontation, she simply left. But she hadn't gone far when Shenling's voice came from the room. Newlin, is that you? I knew it was you just by the sound of your footsteps. In truth, inside the room, Shen Shizhen had rushed in to report the news. Shenling hastily straightened his clothes and dashed outside to meet his wife. As for the other woman, Ning Yan, she looked guilty and terrified. She glanced at Shenlang, thinking, so, Princess Ning Yan's strength and pride were just a facade. Inside, she's so weak and insecure. Shenlang frantically chased after Jin Mulan, calling out incessantly, "Darling, I've been completely chased these past few months. Today was just an accident. A complete accident." He then embraced Jin Mulan, his voice wheedling and sycophantic. "My wife, I was wrong. I'm scum. I deserve to die 1,000 deaths. To have a woman as rare as you and still fool around outside, I'm truly an animal. Hit me, scold me, but please don't get so angry that you harm your health. I would die of a broken heart." Tears streaming down her face, Jin Mulan glanced back at Shenlang. "I really can't bring myself to stay mad. My husband is still the same as ever. Oh well, who told me you fall in love with this man?" She then said, "Husband, Zhang Yuyan asked me to pass on a message to you." Shenlang, feeling a pang of guilt, said in a panic, "My lady, I swear I never fooled around with her. I admit she had feelings for me, but I firmly rejected her. I am absolutely not a casual person. The number of women I've rejected is greater than the fish in the river. What happened today with Ning Yan was a complete accident, surely a mishap." Jin Mulan continued, "Zhang Yuyan said that from now on, the two of you are strangers." Shenlang was utterly shocked. But old habits die hard, and he thought to himself, "Oh, is it that serious? How annoying. Are we really going to be strangers now? If I had known, I would have just hit on her back at the Sky Sea Pavilion. What a pity, what a pity. But for her to declare a clean break like this, the consequences must not be simple. All it would take is a slight nudge from Ming Han, and the entire Sky Sea Pavilion would turn on me." Jin Mulan asked, "Husband, what happened?" Shenlang stood up straight and said, "Humph, some fool wanted me to withdraw from the succession struggle and acted as if he were doing me a favor by letting me become the nominal disciple of another old fool. I refused, and he made his move. The result is that the entire Sky Sea Pavilion has blacklisted me." Hearing this, Jin Mulan thought, could it be because of Ning Han? She then said, "Husband, were you bullied?" "It was just a small conflict." Shenlang then pulled her into a tight embrace. But in her heart, Jin Mulan couldn't help but wonder, "My husband is angry, isn't he? He can punish Zhang Shishi for my sake, but I can't do anything to teach Ning Han a lesson." Her voice choked with emotion. She said, "Husband, from now on I will definitely protect you. I won't let anyone bully you ever again." Seeing the two of them being so affectionate, their bond quickly rekindled as they embraced lovingly. Chen Shizhen, peeking from nearby, was confused. Wait a minute, wasn't Mulan here to catch him in the act? How did this turn into such a lovey-dovey scene? And at that moment, someone was tiptoeing away, praying silently not to be discovered.